Connection Magazine. We're with Jim Hannon. We're on our way to Bowling Green to the Holley MoParty. We're in the Charger. We've already got Marsha in the booth. So we're just making our way through morning traffic. And we'll see you there at MoParty. This year marked the third annual Holley MoParty in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Despite being a touch warmer than previous years, this midsummer event has been blessed with great weather. The sun was up, the skies were blue, and there was zero threat of rain to be seen. The Beach Bend Raceway has proven to be one of the best venues for what is undoubtedly one of the most energetic Mopar events in the country. Non-stop drag racing is paired with a full autocross course, the incredible Dodge ride-along drifting experience, an off-road race course, car shows, swap meet, manufacturer's midway, and let's not forget the Winged Warriors lap, the famous mullet competition, and the Dukes of Hazzard stunt show and jump. Holley rolled out some of YouTube's biggest content creators, including Boosted Performance, Dylan McCool, Wrench Every Day, and Vice Grip Garage, just to name a few. They brought out several of their projects, most of which sported third-generation Hemi power plants, including a full drift BMW 3 Series and Derek Barry C10 square body pickup. Unlike other big national Mopar events, the Holley MoParty welcomes a far more eclectic crowd and diversity of cars. We saw more oddball race cars, more wild engine swaps, and more hand-built hot rods here than anywhere else. If you're tired of seeing the same old stuff, the Holley MoParty is definitely for you. Several famous race cars were also on display, including the supercharged Hellcat Challenger Blackbird and the famous direct connection Paul Rossi Dodge Challenger. It's been fully restored back to its original condition, including its factory 446 pack, and has been restored to pristine condition, allowing everyone to come and check it out. Next door was the official Mopar Direct Connection booth, welcoming everyone to check out the Direct Connection Challenger drag pack, as well as all of the different crate motors that are on display and for purchase. If you want to get some supercharged power underneath your hood, Direct Connection's going to hook you up. Touring the manufacturer's midway, there were opportunities to win 2 Mopars, a 69 GT 340 Dart, and an incredible 1969 Dodge Charger 500 that's been fully restored. In between there, you'd find everything you need to add several hundred horsepower to your Mopar, drastically improve the suspension of your car with a full QA1 setup, and of course everyone's favorite digital Mopar magazine, Mopar Connection Magazine. You know, us. We also swung by to see the guys at HP Tuners and our friends at Arrington Performance, who are making some of the most powerful, absolutely insane third-generation Hemis available on the market today. Just down the road was the Dukes of Hazzard Stunt Show, who are gearing up to hit the tarmac Saturday afternoon for both the stunt show and the famous General Lee jump. We'll have that at the end of this video. In the show field, we saw all types, and it took the better part of a day just to get through it all. We found some seriously cool builds, stuff we've never seen before, and frankly things we'd never consider ever building, but kinda want to now. Including this 440 powered Dodge Stealth that absolutely knocked our socks off. This radical Dodge Savoy grabbed our attention not just because of the massive chopped roof, but the fact that this guy drove the entirety of the 2022 Hot Rod Power Tour in it with absolutely zero leg room, no headroom, and a fully tin interior. Talk about zero creature comforts. Took a second to stop in with our friends Keaton and Brianna White. Keaton is the former shop manager of Hughes Engines, who personally CNC ported and cleaned up the cylinder heads for Project Brazen. Brianna drives this awesome Roadrunner that she, her dad, and her husband Keaton rebuilt and have been putting some serious miles on it. Next to it was Keaton's 1970 Dodge Charger 500. This project had been started by he and his dad years ago, and after his dad's passing, Keaton dedicated every spare minute he had to getting this car up and running and burning tires with that pro-charged 3rd gen Hemi powering this monster. Amid the show field of adventurer trucks, Hellcat Chargers, full-on nostalgia drag strip ready superstockers, and everything else, we took a second to go over and check out the new off-road course, where a few guys were daring enough to jump their supercharged TRX Rams.
But he's usually sending it pretty good there. His skid plate is begging for forgiveness this weekend.
Where's he at?
52. What do you get, Amy?
At the other end of the Beach Bend Raceway was the asphalt circle track. For most of the time it was used for the autocross, the Triple S Challenge, and of course the Dodge Ride-Along drifting experience. Back in the show field, we couldn't help ourselves when we saw this awesome 10-second AMX. Not only had this guy raced this weekend, but had raced the previous weekend and done so in a full tin interior. You can even see the little office fan that struggles to try to keep him cool inside of that little bitty microwave. A little far off, we were impressed by this Viper jet cart that not only had nitrous, but a rear passenger seat in the back. We kept eyeing more and more cool stuff, like the Dyno Challenge, this sneaky fastback Mustang that tried to slip in the back because it had yellow tape over its bumpers, and of course the rainbow-colored Wacky Wagon drag car. We stopped into the pits to find some super cool cars that weren't out in the show field, and believe you me, we weren't disappointed. This Wounded Warrior Coronet 500 belongs to Doc Schwartz. If you've ever been to the Mopar Nationals and watched the Burnout competition, you've seen Doc. He's the guy in the top hat and tuxedo t-shirt leading the way. Speaking of the Mopar Nationals, if you enjoyed our coverage of all the drag racing, hang on tight, because we're going to give you some full-blown drag strip action and tour the staging lanes. So turn up that volume. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw this two-tone Dodge D900 with a Detroit diesel two-stroke diesel engine. Absolutely something we didn't even know existed. Nonetheless, imagine we'd see one in person. You wouldn't believe it, but when this guy cruised up and down the row, it got more eyeballs glued to it than a Hemi Cuda convertible. It was a total showstopper. Saturday rolled on, the event started rolling out, including the Dukes of Hazzard stunt show and the Wing Warrior lap.
Oh, if you're missing this and you are missing the show, that was beautiful. Perfectly executed. And the cops are like, get come Duke boys. Or however he did it. Nice shot of the undercarriage. Yeah, riding on the side of the car. Like, it's not, and the body's not touching the ground. That's the amazing thing. He's just riding on sidewall right now is all that is. That is neat. You've got to be here for the General Lee jump later on this evening. And he goes through the cop cars again.
It was really cool to see these guys take a lap around the asphalt, even though they were going pretty slow.
So ladies and gentlemen, you know it is rare to have more than a couple of wing cars in one place. And these are all legit.
Last two major draws for Saturday night, of course, were the absolutely hilarious mullet competition.
Winner, chicken dinner, redneck on the farmer's hand. It's gonna be awesome.
The big event was coming next, and that was stunt driver Jamie Smith and his General Lee jump. Now don't worry guys, believe it or not, it's just a Crown Victoria cop car that they've reskinned. It turns out that both the cop car and the original 69 Charger shared a very close wheelbase, making the swap an absolute cinch. For us, it was an absolute tremendous weekend, and we were so excited to welcome everyone into our booth to check out Project Marcia, to put their hands on the Brazen Charger, and just shake hands and say hi. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. It's definitely going to help us grow the channel. And again, if you want more awesome Mopar content, check us out at www.Mopar Connection Magazine, where new articles are written and published every day, subscription free to you.